In today's video, we are going to explore best Wayne Dyer's quotes about self-discovery, self-worth, and self-actualization. Let's get started. A higher concept of yourself involves taking on new truths and shedding your old views of what you can achieve. This is the only way you can achieve your desires. Be gentle and forgiving with yourself. Abandon any and all shame, and refuse to engage in any self-repudiation. Be miserable. Or motivate yourself. Whatever has to be done, it's always your choice. Become aware that there are no accidents in our intelligent universe. Realize that everything that shows up in your life has something to teach you. Appreciate everyone and everything in your life. Begin to see yourself as a soul with a body rather than a body with a soul. Being infinitely patient means having an absolute knowing that you're in vibrational harmony with the all-creating force that intended you here. You know that everything will happen at just the right time, at just the right place, with just the right people. Being relaxed, at peace with yourself, confident, emotionally neutral, loose, and free-floating, these are the keys to successful performance in almost everything. Beware of the temptation to see yourself as unfairly treated. Everything that you want to create is already there. Your job is to connect yourself to it. Examine the labels you apply to yourself. Every label is a boundary or limit you will not let yourself cross. Give yourself the gift of nature as often as you can. If you want to accomplish something, you must first expect it of yourself. Instead of asking yourself what everyone else's opinion is going to be and how your action will be perceived by others, ask yourself, how do I want my life to be lived? Then proceed to take a small risk in the direction of that new action. Make an effort to remove all labels that you've placed on yourself. Labels serve to negate you. You must ultimately live up to the label rather than being the limitless spirit that is your true essence. Never underestimate your power to change yourself. Never overestimate your power to change others. Once you believe in yourself and see your soul as divine and precious, you'll automatically be converted to a being who can create miracles. One of the important principles I live by is the idea that you have to contemplate yourself as surrounded by the conditions you intend to produce. Remind yourself daily that there is no way to happiness, rather, happiness is the way. Remind yourself that you cannot fail at being yourself. Resist impulses to label yourself with descriptions that limit you in any way. Resist the temptation to compare yourself to others. This is crucial in order to be able to manifest whatever you want. Send out judgment and low energy, and that is what you'll attract back. Remember, when you judge another, you do not define them, you define yourself as someone who needs to judge. The same applies to judgments directed at you. Self-worth cannot be verified by others. You are worthy because you say it is so. If you depend on others for your value, it is other worth. Self-actualized people are independent of the good opinion of others. Self-worth comes from one thing, thinking that you are worthy. Surround yourself with people who are doers. The essential lesson I've learned in life is to just be yourself. Treasure the magnificent being that you are and recognize first and foremost you're not here as a human being only. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. The more you see yourself as what you'd like to become, and act as if what you want is already there, the more you'll activate those dormant forces that will collaborate to transform your dream into your reality. Trusting yourself is trusting the wisdom that created you. What is your self-concept? Simply put, your concept of yourself is everything that you believe to be true. And everything that you believe to be true about yourself has landed you precisely where you live and breathe every day of your life. When you acquire enough inner peace and feel really positive about yourself, it's almost impossible for you to be controlled and manipulated by anybody else. You get what you think about, whether you want it or not. Commit to thinking about what you want, rather than how impossible or difficult the dream may seem. You get world peace through inner peace. If you've got a world full of people who have inner peace, then you have a peaceful world. You have everything you need for complete peace and total happiness right now. Your teacher might be a child who takes you by the hand and asks you a question that you hadn't considered before, and your answer to the child is your answer to yourself. You're here for a reason, and it's not to hoard a lot of physical stuff. You're not what you eat, you're what you believe about what you eat. You'll see it when you believe it. Your ability to be a winner this present of the time is based upon giving up the notion that losing at anything is equivalent to being a loser. Your body is the garage where you park your soul. Your children will see what you're all about by what you live rather than what you say. Your miracles are an inside job. Go there to create the magic that you seek in your life. Your physical self is inspired by a divine force that beats its heart, digests its food and grows its fingernails, and this same force is receptive to endlessly abundant health. Your reputation is in the hands of others. That's what the reputation is. You can't control that. The only thing you can control is your character. Your reputation is none of your business. Your soul, that inner quiet space, is yours to consult. It will always guide you in the right direction. As a holistic being, you shatter the illusion of your separateness and reveal your connection to everything. This empowers you in a way that the ego-driven self could never contemplate. Always be aware that you have the power to create the naturally stress-free and tranquil life you desire. The willingness to listen and act on your inspiration is imperative if you're going to live the life you desire. There are no justified resentments. There is a voice in the universe urging us to remember our purpose for being on this great earth. This is the voice of inspiration, which is within each and every one of us. There is no past. That's another illusion. Everything that has ever happened to you, to me, to anyone in this world, happened in the present moment. That's all there ever is. So your relationship to life isn't your relationship to your past, it's your relationship to the present moment. Vow to seek a calm inner response to the circumstances of your life. This is called synchronicity, a state in which you almost feel as if you are in a collaborative arrangement with fate. To sit in judgment of those things which you perceive to be wrong or imperfect is to be one more person who is part of judgment, evil or imperfection. To successfully open the door to heightened awareness, we must open it inward. Too often we jump to the conclusion that something is impossible simply because we cannot see the solution. No one knows enough to be a pessimist. Transformation literally means going beyond your form. Try squeezing a handful of water, and see how quickly it disappears. But relax and let your hand flow in the same water, and you have the experience of the water as long as you like. Until you transcend the ego, you can do nothing but add to the insanity of the world. Upon awakening, let the words "thank you" flow from your lips, for this will remind you to begin your day with gratitude and compassion. View the events you consider obstacles as perfect opportunities to test your resolve and find your purpose. We are divine enough to ask, and we are important enough to receive. We are not a body with a soul, but a soul with a body. When the body dies, the soul returns to the source. When you connect to your source, you can create anything you'd like to have in your life. Acting as if you are what you want to become and know you can become is the way to remove self-doubt and enter your real magic kingdom. We become what we think about all day long. The question is, what do you think about? We must honor our worthiness in order to receive what we want. In our society, we are conditioned to believe that we are not worthy, and that it is even selfish to want to be able to attract things into our lives. When you know and feel the miracle that you are, you become certain that nothing is impossible for you. When you live on a round planet, there's no choosing side. When you squeeze an orange, orange juice comes out, because that's what's inside. When you are squeezed, what comes out is what is inside. While eating your appetizer, don't be concerned with dessert. If you are living out of a sense of obligation, you are a slave. No one can create negativity or stress within you. Only you can do that by virtue of how you process your world. Please let us know your favorite quotes from these best Wayne Dyer's quotes about self-discovery, self-worth and self-actualization in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.